All right, amazing. So, good evening to everyone. All right, good evening to everyone. I hope that we have all had a great and amazing day. So, this evening we would be looking at some interesting ghostwriting stories. And no, it's not just a voice call. I'm turning on my video, like I said earlier. All right, good. So I believe you guys are able to see me. If you can see me, you can just drop a message in the chat. So, as I was saying, I said this evening we'll be looking at some interesting, some amazing ghostwriting stories. We'll be sharing those stories here. And we'll be sharing those stories here. And to inspire us, to help some persons get some clarity as to what exactly we're doing here, and so on and so forth. So this session is being recorded for future purposes. All right, thank you so much, guys, for your responses in the chat. I can see that. So basically, this is not a session really to start explaining ghostwriting from scratch again, because there's already a previous webinar for that purpose. But we are going to be answering a lot of questions after sharing, some of these, success stories. And part of what we have been doing over the past few months, myself and some other of my friends in the ghostwriting community, is to let people know that there are a lot of legitimate online businesses that you can do. Ghostwriting just being one of many that you can do to change your finances, to help yourself, especially given the current, financial situation of the country. If you want to rely only on salary right now, trust me, it's not enough. Even if you're earning 1 million naira in Nigeria right now, I can assure you that it's not enough, because the 1 million naira is going to be somehow commensurate with your expense, the place you live, the bills on your head, the responsibilities you're handling. Then you realize that as 1 million naira is entering into your account, it's actually not enough to handle the bills that you want to handle. So what do? You have to find a way to supplement that income and, help yourself in, by adding an extra source of income. Okay, so and that is what we today are trying to, help people understand and, take advantage of. So excuse me, just give me a sec. I'm trying to okay, trying to share my screen, but looks like, hold on. Looks like the picture is looking too. Okay, let me zoom out. Please confirm if you can see the screen properly. Can you see what I'm sharing? Please just confirm in the chat if you can see the screen as I'm sharing it. Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much for the feedback. It's really good. It's encouraging. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. All right. So let's just okay. Trying to look for my participants tab so that I can admit in those persons who are coming in so that I don't, skip them. Okay, good. They're coming in. So as you can see on the screen, we will be looking at some ghost writing stories. And the first one is the story of a young lady who was in my DM about 2 or 3 months ago. I'll be sharing my screen to show you guys how the chat started, because most times, especially in this online space, there's always this skepticism as to, are you sure this thing is real? Is it for real? Are other people doing it? Are they making money? Is it only this person that's talking about it? You know, so people have a lot of questions to ask. People are they are like, a bit protective of, their money, their time, people they relate to it on the internet. I've had a lot of persons that will tell me, Elvis, I'm not clicking on this link that you gave me. The last time I clicked on the link, some months ago, my this got hacked, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stories, right? Um, but there are also those who have come and say, Elvis, my major issue with this is the money. I cannot pay, I cannot invest, 30,000 or 25,000 or 27,000, depending on whether we are doing a discount at the time for, a program like this. I'm not even so sure it's going to work. So it's best most times to share not just screenshots, real life stuff. So what I'll be doing is I'll be opening my WhatsApp to you guys right now, and I'll be showing you what other persons are doing in Ghostwriting. So you see it for yourself, you know, how they came into my DM, how I chatted with them, how I guided them, how we got to this point. Okay, I can see that Jude has finally joined us. He was having a technical issue. Jude, good
Finally,
evening.
finally. Good evening.
Yeah,
Oh, finally.
good evening. Good evening and welcome.
Okay,
So
thank
yeah,
you. So I
yeah.
don't know. Sorry, before we start the story, if I can just tell them a little thing.
Okay, all right. Let
So
me
I don't
just give
know.
you that. Let me just give you that. So go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, all. My name is Tochi Jude. I'm a digital entrepreneur, also a paid ghostwriter. Today's title, which is Ghostwriting Stories, is a beautiful topic today that I want to touch on. Why? Because there are things I always tell people. Those people that have stories, those people that have stories with things, those are the people you need to listen. You
Mm,
understand? I always tell people, fear people who have not failed. You understand? They are too innocent to counsel you. Those people that are in life, they will say that things come in rosary from them. Don't listen to those kind of people. But fear people that who have been in your shoes. You
mm-hmm,
understand? Those are the people you have to listen to. You understand? There is always a required level of failure you must carry as a badge to balance your understanding in counseling people. You will see some stories I am Mr. Elvis will be sharing today of our students. As one of my students, and one of my hello,
don't worry, go ahead, go ahead,
hello,
Toshi.
please unmute.
I've muted the
Okay.
person. Go ahead.
Ah, okay, and one of my students who will be sharing her story after like 6 months she has gotten the course. It was after 6 months she got a contract. She will share her story. Listen to them because he passed through processes of failures and rejections. Those are the people you have to listen to. See, anybody. Now, sorry, I'm trying to drift out a little, but I'm just trying to bring you people to the understanding that whatever stories you see today, whatever story you hear today, please use that, let it turn to wisdom to you. See, anybody who comes to you 100 over 100, is still a child in the school of success. You understand? We have stories, we have gotten rejections, we have gotten failure, we have fall. But what keeps us going is that determination. That are the stories that we are going to tell you today. You understand? That's what I'm trying to do. See, there are people who have failed a lot, but when they counsel you, you understand it will turn to wisdom to you. You understand? See, don't. I always tell people when you come, some people come to my DM and say that, okay, can I see your screenshot of payment? I'll tell you that, okay, if I now start showing you my screenshot of payment that I've received, you want to just listen to those screenshots. You want to just see those screenshots. You don't want to hear my own story, how I got to that level. That is where people get it wrong. You come to me, okay, I'll tell you these are what you need to do. But you don't want to listen to that. You want to rush. You are bringing that Ponzi scheme mindset. You are bringing that Ponzi scheme mindset to it, thinking that it will work for you. Let me just tell you today, you lie. It won't work. That's why I always tell people, see, don't just respect crown, but respect the scars. You understand? Why Pastor Apostle Sema will say that the wise respect both crowns and scars. Respect that journey in this life of success. There's always a journey. That journey we pass through. These are the stories we are telling you today. How we started, how we got to this position we are. Because if I am Mr. Elvis doesn't have a story, there won't be a success. There won't be we would have not been here at this time to talk to you guys. And those of our students that will be sharing their story today, assuming they don't have those failures. Because see, when you fail in life, don't throw it. It is still an asset to you. Those failures, that is what you use to that is what will qualify you to talk to counsel others. It is our failures and those of our student failures. That is what we use to counsel you. That's what we used to tell you, because that was what qualified us to know that, okay, we've done this. Since it doesn't work for us, we'll work with the other way. Those are the things that we are going to tell you today. Those are the stories we pass through. The rejections, why we got those rejections, we'll tell you. The contract, how we got the contract, we'll tell you. My students here who got a contract, who bought the course 6 months. After 6 months, she got her first contract. She will tell you. Another of my students that is there that got the course in March, but after the series of rejection, under 2 weeks under the space of 3 weeks, he got 4 contracts. That is the story. That is stories you want to share. Those are failures. You understand? Those are the failures. Those are the things that makes up a success story. So when they are sharing their story, listen. Just learn from those their failures. Remember, don't just respect crown, but respect both crown and scars. Those scars are the failures, those rejections they are having. But listen to what motivated them to forge ahead. That's how the story. That is what I want you guys to listen today. So I will. This is where I will end for now. I will allow Mr. Elvis to continue. Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tochi. Tochi is very passionate this evening. Um, Tochi, hope your trip was fine. I understand that you've been on the
Yeah.
road. Okay.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes.
Okay. So the first story I want to share this evening is a story of a young lady, Motunrayo. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen on my laptop. Then I would share on my phone. So as soon as you can see my phone screen, just indicate in the chat. I'm following up on the chat here on my laptop. So just let me know as soon as you can see. Please confirm as soon as you can see my screen. Okay, I think it should be coming up now. All right. So this is the first story I want to share. Now, this person, I couldn't get him to join us on the call. And because of time, that's why I said, okay, it's best for me to share it as a chat. Now, if you look at this particular chart you're seeing right here, please confirm if you can see the screen right now. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. So now this is one of my ghostwriting students that joined up. Actually, she came into my DM on the 9th of April. As you can see, this is, most of you must have seen this format of conversation, in most of my chats with you. So the person came into my DM back then, interested in, in ghostwriting. And this was how the conversation went. After the person watched the webinar, in fact, he came into my DM on the 9th of April, as you can see at the top there. Then after 5 days, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was busy or whatever, I came back saying, I'm done watching the webinar. And take note of the first thing there. The person complained that the course was too expensive, right? 30K. How can I be paid 30K for a course? So my response to her then was that it was cheap, as you can see. I said, it's cheap, right? So the person agreed with me. I said, oh, okay, it's cheap, but I cannot afford it right now. So I said, anytime you can afford it, just reach out. Long story short, several days later, this person came back. As you can see, this was now on the 13th of May. This person came back. Now, why is this a story? It's because that is how most of us started. You heard about a business like ghostwriting, and you were told that, oh, for you to get started, you have to pay for a training and all that. And your first question is, or your first concern is, this thing is too expensive. Nigeria is hard, blah, blah, blah. Right? Now, because of this person's name, I was thinking he's a guy. So, but she was always telling me that, oh, I'm a lady, I'm a lady. So she said she was ready to get a course. This was now on the 25th of April. This is about almost 2 weeks after the first time she came into my DM. And I allowed her to pay a 27K discount, right? Now, I'm trying to go somewhere because this person also had a lot of concerns. Look at what she said. She said, sir, hope you are legit. As you can see in the chat, because I've been scammed before and this is big money. Yes, it is true. It's big money because not everybody can easily cough up, 27,000 in this current economy for anything at all. People are trying to manage themselves. A lot of people are eating, from hand to mouth and all that. So I told her, my response was very simple because I don't convince people. I said, you've been on my contact list and in my group since April, because I looked at the chat from beginning. I saw that this person has been there since April. I said, do you think I'm legit or not? Right? And I sent her the payment details. Now I said, oh, it is because I trust you. That's why I came to meet you. I even have some guy selling it for 4,800. I was a bit surprised that somebody selling the course for 4,800. Yeah, but someone told me, something told me rather that is a scam. Now, this person, if you take notes in this screen I was sharing before this person has gotten one contract. This is my most recent student that just got a contract. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, right? So I said, oh, thank you very much for the vote of confidence, right? So for some reason, the person couldn't make payments, blah, blah, blah. Now, this was where the whole thing started. Even before she made payments, she was already asking questions like, oh, I think she's 17 or so, or 18, right? Oh, I'm still processing my NIN, that's NIN. I don't have NIN. Can I still do this? Can I still do that? I was gradually responding to her questions. This is one of my students that have asked me if I don't know, maybe I should say a million questions. I might be exaggerating, but a lot of questions almost every single day. She will say, sir, I'm trying to do this. Please help me. Sir, I'm trying to do this. Please help me. Right? So I started responding to her questions just like that, until she finally made payment. Now, this is a screenshot for payment. I didn't download it, so it has been there. I tried downloading it now because it's over 2 months. WhatsApp did not allow me to download it anymore. You get, so she made payment, send me the proof of payment. Let me quickly skip this. I don't like displaying people's personal information on the screen, right? So I did her registration. She got access and all that. Now let us fast forward. If you go through this chart gradually, you'll see that most of the time this person was coming into my DM asking a lot of questions. Sir, I want to do this. Now, this was when she got access to the course. But immediately after getting access, all the questions started. Hey, sir, I want to ask you something. what I want to ask is this: how can I possibly write when I don't know how to write? And I'm also a student. A lot of you have asked me questions like this. This is a very peculiar story of somebody who one started with struggle, did not know how to start. I don't know how she raised the money. That's the truth. I only know that after several weeks, she came back and she was ready to start. Right? I told her, I said, start the training first. Now she has not even started the training. Right? Oh, wait. Did my mic just changed?
No, we are hearing you. We
Okay,
are
can you hear
hearing
me?
you.
Okay, okay, good, good. All right, thank you. So she started with struggles. She was having a lot of, doubt in her mind as to what ghostwriting is and all that. I was able to, respond to her. She kept coming back. Oh, this, that, this, that. I was responding to her. Now, I'm going to skip this because this is in May. If you look at the chart, you see this is 14th of May. We have a very, 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 very long chart. Now, fast forward to just a few days ago, she came into my DM. Is it okay? Which day was Tuesday? That was 2 days ago. She came into my DM.
2 days ago.
New boss. She sent me a contract. This thing. See, yeah, we have signed your contract. And she sent me all the screenshots. Right? This is somebody that was in my DM in April 2024. And this is June. Now, why she delayed was because I think she has other extracurricular activities that she's doing, right? So she tries to focus on ghostwriting when she's free, when she's less busy, and all that. As you can see, she had to put a mark there, that green curve that you are seeing there right now. And that shows that she has been able to sign a contract. You see, contract status non-exclusive. Now, what does this tell you? Now, because one of the reasons for this story is, look at my statements to her. I say, good afternoon. Wow, congratulations. Finally. She said, finally, indeed, all thanks to your words of encouragement that keeps me going. I almost gave up at a point. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I told her, I said, only those who don't give up win. Congratulations. You see now that you are the one to benefit, not me. Now, the point I want to bring out from this person's story before we go to one of Tochi's students, then we'll go to the next one, is that the fact that you're starting something and you are not sure. Most people, they want to be expert from the beginning. Oh, how do I write this? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? From the beginning, you want to, it's like somebody wanting to become a medical doctor, but instead of going to medical school, the person is sitting at home and asking his medical friend or a doctor friend and saying, how did you do this? How did you do this? How did you do this? Instead of getting up and going to school, getting into medical school, going for internship or whatever it is that they do, and becoming a medical doctor, right? Then it is when you begin that process that you begin to understand that, okay, I can actually do this thing. I can actually do this thing. Why? Because you are giving yourself to the process. All right. You're giving yourself to the process. See, if I want to go through this person's chart, trust me, it's too long because it is practically every day she comes into my DM and says, hey, sir, I tried filling this here. Sir, look at my story. I think, let me see if I start some of the stories that I had to help her review. A lot of them like that. As you can see, you see the chart is like very, very long. I think I have maybe one or two of them here. The chart is just too long. I'm not sure I can even get there because like they are really, really many. That was when she was opening that Payoneer account. Let me see. Please, for the sake of time, I'm not sure I can actually get to that chat. Like, she's one of my students that I can tell you really took time to ask questions, to follow through the course, and now she's already getting results. Now, why are we saying this? Ghostwriting, like every other business or every other venture that is worthwhile and that can give you results, requires your attention, requires you to learn, requires you to make mistakes, requires you to also correct those mistakes and get the results that you are looking for. All right. Now, today, she has gotten her first contract, and I'm sure that maybe in the next few weeks, she will get another one because I've already given her instructions. I had a call with her, and I gave her instructions on what to do because since it's a non-exclusive, it means that she can put it on other platforms. Now, I know some people are asking, what exactly are we doing or writing in this ghostwriting? Now, in ghostwriting, you can write long stories, you can write articles, you can write essays or some academic related content. All right. Any of these three can help you make good money. Right now, I have some students, some mentees who are focused on article writing. They say that's where their strength lies. All right. There are some that are focused on long story writing. This lady right now, actually is one of these my students that are doing long story writing. Okay, she's one of my students doing long story writing, and long story writing is just more or less like novels. Writing novels. Some of you must have read all these Harley Quinn novels, right? Those Harley Quinn related novels where they talk about science fiction, love stories, romance, fantasy, and all that stuff. Now, those are the kind of books that you write as a ghostwriter. All right. You can also write articles, you can also write essays and academic related content and make money in US dollars. All this money is going to be in US dollars. The money she's going to earn from this contract will be in US dollars. Right. So you see that there was a starting point. And right now, there is results showing. Tochi said something some minutes ago. He said, it's not overnight success. It's not overnight success, but when you start making money, you make good money. There are some persons, there's another story which I'll share later. This guy got 4 contracts in less than a month, right? Now, it's still a chart. I'll still go through the chart and show it to you guys, right? Now, I couldn't have formulated that chart. It's not possible because most people say, all this screenshot that they are sending us, is it true? I just sending us screen. How can somebody make 2,000 USD in this economy? Tochi that's on the call right now got his first car through ghostwriting. It was ghostwriting that gave him the money that he used to get his first car. He has a job. He has a full-time job that he's doing. Goes to work in the morning, comes back in the evening. But that was not what bought him his car. It's ghostwriting that bought him the car that he's riding right now. Right? So I'm going to pause right now. Then I'm going to allow Tochi to bring up one of his students. Tochi, I don't know if that your student is currently available so that he can share his own story.
Yeah.
Please, for those persons, Tochi, please, before you continue, for those persons that are saying, explain ghostwriting to us. What I'm going to tell you is, please, this evening session is not for explaining ghostwriting afresh. Come to my DM or talk to Tochi or whoever it is that brought you into this class this evening and ask them for the link to go and watch the webinar. When you watch the webinar, you will understand what ghostwriting is and you will know how to get started. All right. This evening session is majorly to touch on some important aspects of, okay, what are we doing here? Who are the people that are doing this ghostwriting and making money from it? How can I benefit and learn from their story? And maybe you are a bit skeptical as to starting. All right. This session is going to help you, give you some clarity, to your concerns. All right, Tochi, go ahead. I think somebody's raising his hand.
Okay. Yeah, that is I believe that is
Okay.
Amaka, please can you unmute yourself? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I hear you.
Okay, then thank you.
Okay, well, yeah, you're welcome. So we'd like to hear from you. Tell us your story. How you started, your failures, your fall. Just tell us.
The story long ago, but either way, it
Uh,
started actually like last year. It started last year. I found out about the course from Facebook, right?
Amak,
So I
are
joined
you
the.
comfortable with showing us turning on your video, or are you not in a good place to do that?
I want to say, let me just change positions now.
Okay.
Okay.
Change it to a TikTok format.
Okay.
Is
Thank
that it? Is that okay?
you.
It's
So
okay. It's
the
okay.
story is long. Actually. The story is long actually. So I found out about it from Facebook, and I joined the course. So I was like, what, make $1,000 weekly. I was like, wow, okay. So I decided to join it. And I joined the group. I followed him there. And then I spoke to him, Tochi. I spoke to him and he was like, he told me about the course. But what now off me was that when he now told me that it was 30K, I was like, wow, like for what? What am I learning? It's not just writing. What time we entered the new year, I was like, I needed money. And he was posting all his testimonies and all these things. I was convinced. I said, you know what? Let me use my Christmas money and buy these things because So my Christmas, it was the one that they gave me for Christmas. I just said, look, no, this seems like a better investment. So and I did just that. I did just that. I bought it with the money that I was given for Christmas. So I got the course, and I have a bad habit. I'm a very horrible perfectionist. So what I did was that I watched module 1, episode 1. I'll now leave it. I wanted to, to marinate in my head and just wait so that I don't even know. But that's just it. Then Tochina asked me one day that how is it going? How is it going? I told him what he was doing. He was like, this thing you're doing is rubbish. That I should just go through all of the course. That he knows one of his students that has watched in one night, she watched the whole course, and now she's already a millionaire. I was like, wow. I was like, okay. And I had to go and sit down and watch the course. And then our area will not have lights. So I just have battery. So what's supposed to take me one night actually took me like 3 weeks, 2 weeks to finish. I was like, okay, this seems like something good. Let me go for it. So I was going through it and I continued. The first mistake I made was that I was not very, how would I put it, very particular about the writer I was supposed to have hired. I just hired anybody that seemed right to me. I did not follow the procedure that they actually gave us. That was one of my first mistakes. I did not follow the procedure that they gave us. I felt like, I already know this. This seems simple. It looks simple. So I got a writer. He was horrible. He was terrible. He wasted my time. So 1 month went by. I was waiting for contract. I knew personally that there's no way I can get a contract with that nonsense he wrote. But he was always convincing me that he's already very familiar with all these platforms, things like that. So he wasted my time. 1 month went like that. And one thing I did not do also was that I did not watch the last 2 modules, article writing and Upwork something, because I felt like, once again, what's inside this thing? I'm not interested in writing articles. But then Tochi once again convinced me to go and watch it. So I watched it, and I said, let me try so. So these people show me shit, rejects 5 a.m. Writing was not writing me, writing articles left and right. And these people just be rejecting me. I was there to cry. So she was like, be calming down. It's little by little, be learning. Go back to what they told you and listen to it, and this one like that. Oh God. I did that one for almost 1 month, the article writing. Before I now finally got accepted, I was so happy. I was in the bathroom. I was beating. And I came outside. Let me just quickly check this thing. Because it was on my mind. I've been writing this thing for how long? So that one happened. And I've never even finished bathing. I just saw approved. I see joy. I now called Tochi that morning, see my towel, like, thank you. They've approved it. Thank God. So that one too passed. But I continued writing the articles. But it was not really giving me what I wanted. I only get like 100 clicks after writing like 5 articles. They're not giving like 100 clicks, this one, that one. It was wasting my time. And I had school early morning. And it was only early morning that I could write the articles. So it was just waste of time for me. But it actually motivated me because I just saw that if I could actually take my time and just work and just try to understand the process instead of rushing into it, I'll be able to get successful. So that one motivated me. Even though I did not really take up the article writing again. Even though I even made some money from it, they did not pay me. I wonder why. But that one passed. I stopped writing the articles. I don't have strength for it again. So now I went back to long story writing. So now, remember I told you about my writer that completely disappointed me. So now 2 months has passed like this now. So that's just it. So the 3rd month, I was like, you know what? All these people are just disappointing me. I even paid one. He scammed me. He did not write the article again. He said he's going to refund. He did not refund. So that one too passed. And I said, let me write it by myself. So I was not doing strong head because, I've written before. before, but it was not really serious writing. But I shall know, I felt like I could write now. And what I wrote, even though other people said it was good, but like I said, I did not follow the standards that I was supposed to follow. Right? It was supposed to be, they prefer male lead center stories. My story was a male lead center story. And that was the book was good, but it was not a female lead centered story, so they rejected it. That one, another month has passed. That's 3 months. Okay. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different. And I went back. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because I could not just write that female lead center story. I did not know why. It was not really putting it together for me. So, and I went to AI. Yes, I dabbled in AI small. I used AI small. So I went to AI and, I just helping me write stories, and I'll edit it. I'll rewrite it in my own words. And, after it reached 5,000 words, I published it. I put it to them for contract, and they did not accept it still. They did not really give a specific reason why. But they did not just accept it. Another month has gone. And another thing that I also did that was also horrible and bad was that I only took 2 sites out of the whole sites that they gave us. Out of like 7 sites that they gave us, I only took the one that was high paying, and that was Later Locks and Good Novel. I decided to focus on that one because I felt like I could do it. So I was only publishing in Later Locks and Good Novel. Instead of me to have tried other sites, I decided to only do for Later Locks and Good Novel. So, and Later Locks, I noticed that they have a high standard now. And Good Novel show me shege. I just left them because I now have their strength again. So I just left them, and I was only posting Later Locks Good Novel for a whole 4 months. Now that I think about it, it's pure stupidity. So it now reached a point after school, I was like, God, I'm broke. There's nothing to do. I've been making mistakes, this one, that I'm so tired. And now it's going to meet Toshi again. That half hour, see this one. He said, calm down, just continue. That after some time you still get it. He encouraged me, and I was like, okay. I went to the group. He was posting, testimonials. I was like, if they could do it, why can I not do it? Things like that. And I know what. I now went back. I just chose a night and I sat down. I bought data and I watched everything from beginning to end. And this time I listened properly. Something that I'm supposed to have done since. If not, I would have saved myself 4 months. I just started as if I've never heard of the course before. And I went to go and look for writers again. I followed the steps, I did everything. And I was not able to get a very good writer. And he wrote for me. Even what he wrote for me now, 2 websites actually want to apply me for contract, but I've already chosen only one. So it was just, I was so happy. Like, I thought I just saved myself 4 months, like 6 months like this. Like, what was I even doing? So that was just it. And he also helped me, even financially. There's sometimes that I'll tell Toshi that, I don't even have data. I don't have money for data sets to even go online and doing anything. And he's going to send me 2K, and he's going to help me. I even wanted to even pay for writer. My writer, it was like 2 weeks ago. Yes, last week. He helped me. He sent me 10K that I should use it and talk to my writer. And yes, so I've finally gotten a contract after I decided to sit down and stop being a strong head and actually learn. So that's just it. That's my story. There's nothing else again. I was just sat down, I learned, and I was able to get an exclusive contract. So actually, but I had to choose only one. So that's just it. That's my story.
Wow, Tochi, please let me hear from you.
No, there's something there. I always tell people that magic. There's nothing like magic. There's nothing like miracle money. Man has done for heaven. See, let me tell you, you have to put in the work. That drive, you see, when she was coming to me, I know that she's going to get contracts. I just know. But I don't want to bring it to her that I don't want to tell her that she's fucking up. You understand? I have to leave her, let her know where she's fucking up. Not till when I now say that, oh no, I need to come in for her. Because most of my others of my students she forced and got the course. They've gotten contracts. I say, what is wrong? Which was when the last time I spoke with her was when I have to go and work on the truths. And I brought out all those platforms, their truths, what they want. It's on the course. So now look at where she said it that she has from here. It was from those courses I got those truths. So I have to write it down because this is what I do now. Most of my students now, when they come to me now, they say, they have gluten injection. I say, okay, no problem. I did a voice note. That voice note I sent to you, that is what I've been sending to them. And out of 100% of my students, 67% of them have been getting contracts from that voice note and this thing I wrote for them and snap and sent to them. I don't know if you are getting it. But mind you, all these things are on the course. But like she said, due to their strong head and thinking that they know all, see, ever tell you, if you talk, say you sabi, over sabi go kill you.
I did
As in
tell you.
sapa go hold you.
I did tell you. I did
And they tell
tell
you, say,
you.
so Amaka, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for
Thank
you.
you.
Don't relax, so don't relax
I
that you've
won't.
got to 1 point something million. You soon be a millionaire in 1 month time. Don't relax, so
I
after
won't.
all, money no the do person.
Yeah.
You
Thank
understand?
you.
So I
Yeah.
love that. Please keep it up, Keep it up.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay,
Yeah, thank
fine. It's
you.
over to
Um,
you.
Amaka, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much for sharing your story.
Yeah.
That's a really inspiring one. And for me, the major thing that I see there is that okay, my major challenge, especially considering that this thing has to do with writing, a lot of the people you are going to talk to on a daily basis are going to be intellectuals, people who they have been writing, because most times some persons come into my DM and they say, I've been a writer for the past 15 years. I tell them, the fact that you have been a writer for the past 15 years is none of my business. My own is to help you make money. Mine is to help you make money. But sometimes because people are already in quotes intellectuals, they feel there are things that they don't need to know anymore. Like, is it not just writing? I've been writing now. Is it not just writing? What's there that they want to tell me? You know, why some of them see us as okay, maybe all we just want to do is to market the course. After all, once we market the course, that's all. That's all. It's really not so. And also, look at what Amaka has repeatedly said. She will always say, Tochi has always told her to go back to the course, always told her to go back to the course. Most people get angry when you tell them to go back to the course. They will tell you, I'm asking you the question. You are telling me to go back to the course. They don't understand that it is because you are seeing what they are not seeing. And you know that the major solution to that problem is that they go back to the course and they will find out what they are looking for. But most people say, anytime if I just talk to him, he will say, go back to the course. But the answers are there. You get. So, Amaka, thank you very much. And Tochi, also, your mentorship towards her and the rest of your students. I know you'll be sharing a lot with me, so we know the things that have been going on. So, I want to bring up another story. That's from another of my students. That is Mark Nicholas. This guy has been, let me use the word, bombing my head over the past few days. We had a call recently also, and he shared some really sweet stuff with me, and I want to share it with us. Okay, he has even replied my chat this evening. So now this one is a very brief one. This guy, we don't talk much, we don't talk every day because since this guy got the course, all he comes back to do is tell me I've gotten a contract. It's as simple as that. I've gotten a contract. I've gotten a contract. So let me quickly share my screen on my phone. Let's quickly do that. All right, so you should be able to see my screen already. All right, so now if you take note, the way I save most of my content, especially when someone is my student, I add GIG mentee to it so that I'll be able to differentiate them, or when I want to chat them up, or when they chat me up, so that I'll know the person that I'm talking to. Now, this guy came into my DM on the 10th of March, as you can see right there. And of course, as you can see, I sent him the link, join my group, and watch the ghostwriting training. In fact, this guy was never replying my messages. As you can see, all my messages, he left them, no reply, right? Until one day, he just came back on the 28th of March and said, "Good day, is the discount of 27,000 still on?" I said, "Yes." He requested for my account number. He sent his details, made payment, bam. And that was it. As you can see, that's the screenshot. Then he had to send me his personal info, and I had to do his registration. Now, after the registration and all that, I sent him a voice note giving him some guidance as to, okay, this is what you have to do, what you have to do. And I sent him the link to my Telegram group. And also he sent me the screenshot that he has completed the whole process and all that. Now, this is where I just want to go. Now, this guy, I think after a few days, he came back to me. He wanted me to review his first 5K words, which is his first chapters and all that. But the thing was, that period he came, I was having backlog, a lot of reviews that I've not gone through. So I told him, I said I would not be able to attend to it at the moment. Then I gave him some more information and all that. Now, several days later, this guy came back, and the next thing was he just bombarded me with 3 screenshots of contracts. The first one, the second one, and the third one. As you can see. Then it was like, "Oh, thank you so much for the discount. It was really helpful. 3 contracts since last month. I hope to start earning soon." Right? I said, "But you just started recently." He said, "Yes, it started last month." So he was like, okay, he said he was already working on some of the stories before he bought the course, that he had 5 stories. And after taking the course, he just had to put some changes in place to suit the contract, and he applied. Then he said 3 of the 5 works have been contracted, and 1 was rejected, and 1 is still under review. Then I told him to send me screenshots of all the contracts, which he told me that he had already sent. Right? And he was like, "Oh, thank you for the discount. I actually bought the course with a loan." Now, this guy got the course with a loan. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't advise anybody to get a loan to get any course or to do any business. If you don't know, if you are not sure that you are going to put in the effort, because most people are more excited than they are ready to work, right? So with excitement, they can go and meet their brothers, their sisters, or go to loan app and collect money, but they are not willing to work. You see, on the 16th of May, this guy sent me another screenshot again, telling me that he just got a 4th contract, right? That it was a work he just sent them the previous day, and he had already signed a contract. You see, I had to like scream on that chat, you know? So it was like he too, he was shocked. Now, long story short, recently again, which was just a few days ago, okay, now this one was, small revenue that he made from one of the platforms also. Now, just a few days ago, he sent me another screenshot. This was on the 25th of June, which was like, is it last week or so? Another contract that he just signed. Another one. That is his 5th contract in like 3 months, of doing ghostwriting. So I sent him a chat this evening anyway, but he just replied. So that is a conversation. Now, what am I trying to show us here? Right? While Mr. A may have a fast speed, just like Nicholas here now, his own was fast because he already had his stories, he was already writing even before he got the course, right? Amaka just talked about how she did not take the course serious. She was just, if not for Tochi that was telling her, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And Tochi, kudos to you for real. It's not all everyone that will even send you data, because some people say, the reason why I'm not doing these things is because of data. I don't have data. Tochi wanted her to know that this thing is real, this thing is working. Please, oh yeah, take data, so that you will not say that data is your excuse, right? He gave her data. Now she's coming back to say, okay, this thing is working for me, right? Now, in the case of Nicholas, he already had the story. Now he has 5 contracts. If you know what it means to have 5 contracts as a ghostwriter, you'll be screaming right now. Trust me, you'll be screaming right now, because money is coming from everywhere. You get money is practically coming from everywhere, right? Now, what is the point here now? The point here is that this requires work, right? Ghostwriting requires work. It's about writing. In the case of Amaka, she had to look for writers. In the case of Nicholas, he's writing by himself, right? So it depends on how you want to do it. Okay, so this actually works. These are different stories so far from different people that, in fact, I've not met Amaka. I'm just seeing a face for the first time. Even Nicholas, I don't know how he looks like, but he's a student of mine. And I have a lot of persons that are in my DM that say, all these online things, it's only the good parts that they show. We are not just showing you the good parts. We're also sharing with you the challenges, right? The first story that I shared with you the challenge. I showed you all the skepticism that the person had, how the person was always coming into my DM, asking me question. I have a lot even right now that I'm still replying to, telling me, oh, Sir Elvis, I'm trying to do this. Please help me. Sir Elvis, look at what I'm trying to do. I did this, it did not work, and all that. Some people are fast to catch up. We are not all the same. Some people don't even need guidance. Like in the case of Nicholas, you saw the chat since March, a bit since April till now. You see how short that chat is. But the other lady, the chat has been so long to the extent that I couldn't even read everything for you guys to see. You see, there are some persons they don't need guidance. Once they get a course, they go, they sit down, they study it, they take down notes, and they do things on their own. There are some persons that will come back and say, ah, sir, I tried this, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. Or, oh, this one is confusing, that one is confusing. But the bottom line is that anybody who decides to actually settle down and learn can do it. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter who you are, you can do it. So Tochi, thank you very much. I don't know if you said you had two persons on the call, right? Tochi.
For the because of time, let's just leave it at that. I believe
Okay.
Amaka own already and your own, especially that of that lady. What we are talking about, we are trying to tell them that there are these things, so you pass through failures or rejection, but let that not listen, let it not make you to stop. Rather, let it motivate you to do more. How far now? Pick that 30,000. So why you want to come relax? How far? I don't know if you are trying to get what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
You know how you got that money. You know what pushed you to make that decision that you want to start this. Let that motivate you. You understand? Let that motivate you too. I know go mean like now I won't pay for something online, then I'll not go and relax. So that money where I pay, how far? That shit na from my sweat. Those candles are the burn for night. You want tell me say how far me I'll come go. No, nah. No, now. Seriously. I know how I started. I always thank you how you brush me, you mentor me. I said that since you do that, I also do that to my people, and to my students. And when I give you my word, when we give you our words that we will guide and mentor you, just trust us. You heard from her. It's not something that we are just saying. That is what we are doing. We are not just saying whether we are talk and do. But the only thing you will help us can do. You are not the only one that we attend to. Just when you get the course, put in the work. Remember, learn, relearn, and implement. It's simple as that. My other student that was supposed to come today, after like a month a month or two rejections with what I sent to her, talked to her, told her to go back to the course. Under 3 weeks or a month, she got 4 contracts. She's supposed to be here. And I came to her state, sef. I'm in her state now. So she was saying
Oh,
that sir, she wants to. That was one that she wants to rain me. She wants to rain me dollars. That she's going to buy me a car. I tell her, auntie, you are just saying. No, the four contract is over. Let me explain 8 million plus. So she said that she's going to rain me dollars. She's going to buy me a car. I told her okay. I was coming to her. Say she said that she wants to. There's no problem. So what I'm trying to say is that it works, but you have to put in the work. Don't fold you won't get it because and fold your hand. Like the case of Amaka, she believes that what am I going to learn? Is it not writing? See,
ordinary writing.
shall purpose, inside something, another thing dey inside another thing. I don't know if you get. So don't say it's an ordinary writing. If na ordinary writer, yeah, go do am now. Some will come to my dear and say, I am a professional writer. I do work on Upwork. All those things are these things that I was just like, okay, no problem, oh yeah, use and go get money. Why do you come to my DM? Hello.
Exactly.
Eh? So
Exactly.
please and please, just
All right.
remove that your pride. Cut that pride. Learn. You understand? Learn, bend down, learn. You understand?
All right. Thank you
Okay,
very
sir.
much,
So
Jude.
I believe there's something we are going to give them now.
Yes, yes. But
Let's
before
hear from
that,
you, sir.
let me just wrap up by just giving a recap of what ghostwriting is. All right. So I know some persons now are saying, they did not come here to teach us ghostwriting. This is not a training class. This is a webinar to provide clarity, to help you understand that, okay, this is what it requires. These are people that are doing it and all that. But basically, if you have no idea of what ghostwriting is, this is not the session to understand it. Come into our DM, we'll give you the webinar. You go and watch. When you watch the webinar, in that webinar, we broke it down and we explained. And there were also other testimonials in that webinar that have been shared also. Then you can come back and say, okay, we want to start. But as a summary, ghostwriting is simply a business where you write and get paid. You write for foreign companies. And these foreign companies, I'm not going to tell you what they are because some people come to my DM and say, tell me now, I'm not telling you what they are. They are in the training. If you need them, come into the training program. And this Nicholas guy that I just shared just now, if you take note, that last screenshot, because the course was just recently updated. Another, I think, 3 or 4 platforms were added, all right, that were explained.
It was three platforms.
Okay,
Three
3 years,
platforms.
exactly, that were added. He just told me the last contract he just got, he said it's from one of the newest one. And that was just like a week ago or 2 weeks ago that those 3 platforms were added to the course, right? And somebody has already gotten a contract from there. The course is always constantly being updated. So it's a business where you write or you get someone to write for you. Like me, I know the right to, I don't have time. Let me not speak pigeon. Let me not, I don't have time to write. Okay. And I'm very busy. So I have 2 writers that are writing for me. And that's how I run my own business. But the business is mine. They are only just writing for me, giving to me. I upload on those platforms, apply for contracts and all that. Okay. Where there are those persons that have the time, they are patient, and they have the talents. In fact, if they sit down right here, it's a bomb, you know, those persons. So whatever category you fall under, whether you're a writer or a non-writer, you can do the business. But take note, even if you are not writing, does not mean that there's no work. As if somebody you are sitting there, somebody's doing the business for you. No, there's also work involved. Somebody will write, you will have to peruse, you have to read through, you have to look at it and say, is this thing good enough? All right. You have to still learn, you have to still go through the course. I also had to go through the course, right? Jude here talking also had to go through the course, right? And even till now, sometimes when I have issues, I go back to the course as a point of reference. All right. So, and all it requires for you to be able to do the business is your mobile phone. If you have a laptop, fine. All right. But your mobile phone is enough for you to be able to do the business to start. Then maybe when you start making money, you want to get a laptop, it's absolutely fine. And it doesn't matter the category you fall under, you are a worker. Like I said, Jude is a full-time worker. I'm a full-time worker. You know, we are also doing it. So you can add it. In fact, you can be making more money from ghostwriting. And when you go to your job, you just know that you are going there because you just want to leave the house and go to your job, not necessarily because you are going to lose money or something. No. And your first payment in ghostwriting, especially for most persons that are receiving, some amount of money in Nigeria, like basic salary and all that, you realize that your ghostwriting can be paying you far, far more than your regular job is paying you. That's the truth. All right. So if you have questions at this point, okay, let me just explain something also. There are 2 types of contracts when it comes to long story writing, exclusive and non-exclusive. Exclusive simply means that if a platform gives you an exclusive contract, you cannot take that work, that content, and post on another platform to apply for another contract. You cannot, because it is exclusive to that particular platform. If it is non-exclusive, what it means is that you can take that work and use it to apply for other non-exclusive contracts rather on other platforms. It's just as simple as that. It's quite straightforward. And all these things are things that you will learn in the course. It's not something you will learn on this call right now. It's not something you will learn in my DM. It's not something somebody will explain to you via voice note. And I know some persons, it is very painful for them to spend money when it comes to knowledge. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to spend money. All right. You can relax, live your life the way you are living it, enjoy yourself. You don't necessarily have to make money from ghostwriting. You can make money from other businesses and other aspects of your life or things that you're doing. All right. And the course actually costs 30K, right? That is the original cost of the course, 30,000 naira. However, myself and Jude have agreed that we are giving the course at 27,000. All right, 27K. So if you want to get it, now see, this is not, take note, we are not trying to convince you. We're only trying to encourage you. So it's your decision to make. And at the end of the day, you will still be the one, like I said in my chat with the other lady, Motunrayo. I told her, I said, you are the one enjoying it. If she gets paid now, she will never remember me. That's the truth. The highest she will send me a screenshot. That's the highest. You send me a screenshot. Right. So we're not convincing you, but we are trying to enlighten you, open up your mind, and show you that there are possibilities, there are ways you can make money. Yahoo not a pay again. Make una live Yahoo. Make real legit money through that thing called writing. That simple thing called writing. You can make money from it. All right. So if you want to take this offer, you can come to my DM or you go to Jude's DM, depending on how you came into this class, into this webinar right now. You can come to us and we are going to guide you on how to get started. Don't forget, it's 27,000 naira. And let me just add this for those of you that don't know, because most people don't understand when we give discount. They think that discount, we are just, let me tell you, for every discount, we pay the balance. In case you don't know, for every discount, we pay the balance. That 27K, I will add my 3K to it. So if 10 persons pay, it means that this night I'll be spending 30,000 to help 10 persons to get started. A lady I was talking to yesterday did not understand. She was telling me, let me pay 15,000. You know what I did? I just gave her the link. I said, go and pay. Pay the 15,000. If you can pay it, let me know. She went, she said, sir, it's showing 30K. I said, it's showing 30K. Yeah, that's because it's 30K. So what you're asking me is that I should pay 15. You should pay 15 before you get access to this course. Say, oh, that's how it is. I said, yes, that is how it is. But most people don't understand. Even some, after giving them discounts, we're doing very huge discounts back then. They will never come back to say thank you. And they will see the receipts, that the receipt is showing them 30K. But they will not come back to say, sir, very few
30K.
persons came back. Yes, very few persons came back to say, sir, I got a receipt of 30,000. How come? I said, I added 5K. Really? You added 5K? I said, yes. Oh, thank you. But some will never come back. Just like the 10 lepers that were healed. Only 5. Is it 5? I'll be one that came back. I never know. Okay, yes, one that came back. Then Jesus Christ asked them, where are the 9? Where are the 9? Right? So thank you guys very much for your time this evening. I am not seeing any question in the chat, so I'm assuming that there are no questions. But if you have, you can easily come to my DM. If you have not watched the webinar at all, maybe this is your first time you're joining this webinar, you've not watched the one that we have explained ghostwriting, just come to us and ask for that webinar. We'll share it with you. Then you go and you watch. You settle down and watch it. It is 1 hour long, and 1 hour is not too long for you to watch if you are serious about making money. Because some persons come back and say, 1 hour is too long. You are not serious. If you cannot watch 1 hour webinar to understand what you want to start, how can you watch a full course? You will just run away. That's just the truth. All right. Onoja Peter says we will join. Says thanks so much. All right, you're welcome. So good night to everyone. Thank you and God bless you.